Hello everyone, welcome back. So this is Naveen from UiBrains. So last video we have understand about React.js contact app. Okay, so in this contact app and previous few videos we have understand about how to transfer data between a parent to child. Between parent to child and child to parent, and we also understand how you can exchange data between two siblings of a component. That's your contact app. Now let's understand the next concept of React.js, that is life cycle methods. First of all, what is this life cycle methods of a component? First of all, what is life cycle of a component? Life cycle of a component, to understand this concept is very much important because um, you need to understand the complete life cycle of a component. Life cycle is a sense, it starts from when the component has been loaded. The first of all, component has been created, and then it will be loaded onto the DOM, and then it will keep updated, and then it will be removed from the DOM. Okay, it is rendered and removed from the DOM. Okay, there are multiple stages for every component, so you need to understand. So to uh, to understand this life cycle, there are few predefined methods are available. So when you go here, component did mount, this is one function, and one more is component will update is one function, and component will unmount will unmount. Okay, so these three are actually a predefined methods of a component given by the React.js, but mostly we use these particular methods or functions in a class-based component only. Okay, that's one legacy and old way of writing React.js components. Without hooks. So we use these things like component did mount. Component did mount is the sense when the component has been rendered on DOM. Okay, when it is first time displayed on the DOM, and then component will update. So for updation, any data changes in a component, okay, any some new data gets in from the server, so that time your components keep updated, okay, in sync with the server. So that's called update. And then component will unmount. So it removes the component from DOM. It is added to the DOM, remove from the DOM, and in between updates. So why these lifecycle methods are required is when you wanted to write certain logic before the component has been rendered on the DOM. The moment when it is rendered on the DOM, you can use that logic in a component did mount function. When you want to write certain logic, which is when the component is keep updating, when you want to apply some logic, then you go with component will update. And when you want to add an extra logic when the component has been removed from the DOM, generally you clear the resources kind of. Okay, so then you can go with a component will unmount. So these are the three lifecycle methods available, and please also understand these are for a class based component. But when we discuss about a functional component, all these functions can be clubbed together into one hook. So as of now we understand one React hook, that's called use state hook, correct? Now we are going to understand a new hook that is called use effect hook. Okay, so this is a special hook which involved with the lifecycle methods of a component. So this only one use effect hook will act as all these functions. Okay, any logic which you want to write in these three functions will come under use effect hook only. So for example, to understand this, so I'll make a syntax of use effect hook. So it looks like this. You will write use effect. You will write use effects. So in this you have a function. Okay, inside use effect, it receives a function. What is that function is component did mount. So anything, any logic if you want to write when it is fully rendered on DOM, then you can write inside this use effect hook function. Okay, then what is this component will unmount? I'll come back here. Component will unmount. So you want to write a logic, certain logic that get executed when the component has been removed from the DOM. Is very simple. This function returns another function. So that function goes to be component will unmount. Okay. So use effect have a function directly that is component did mount, and that function returns another function that is called component will unmount, and in between that there is an array. Okay, and here you can mention the variables for update. Okay, what is the variable you want to keep track on for updating of your component, then you can specify that. Otherwise just keep it empty. If you don't need any certain updates like that, just make sure it is empty array. Okay, so this is the use effect hook. So first of all, where we use this mostly when React want to connect with a server. Okay, when you want to connect your React application with server, so where you gonna write the server connection logic. So you must not write a server connection logic just like in a use state hook. You must write that logic in a use effect hook only, because this use effect hook can only be executed when the component is fully rendered on the DOM. So until unless your component has not fully rendered on the DOM, you're not supposed to uh, get the data from server and bind it to your component, because by the time component has not fully ready. Okay, so that logic, mostly the server connection logics, we're gonna write inside a use effect hook. Okay, and in the server connection you create certain variables, right? Some variable is equal to URL and you fetch some data. So that is all when the component has been rendered on DOM. And then once the logic is done, when the component is trying to remove from the DOM, because when how React is going to work is it dynamically loads certain components on the UI without page refresh. Only the certain parts of UI can be refreshed. Okay, not the complete page refresh, just the DOM structure can be changed. It means it adds one component to the UI, you can see, and then after some time when you make some changes on the UI, then it removes existing component and adds a new component. So the moment when it is trying to remove an existing component and adding new one, before adding new one, when it is removing, right? So by the time it is removing, so you can make those variables to be garbage collected in unmount. So that's how you have to write the logic in React.js components. Okay, so this is all about lifecycle hooks. So now let's understand an example on this lifecycle hook, so you get the better idea where can we use them. Okay, thank you so much, and let's meet that example in the next video.